Hello students, today our topic is sports related accidents. Sports injuries or that occurs when engaging in sports or exercise. It can occur due to overtraining, lack of conditioning and improper form or technique is called sports related accidents. Every day, millions of people in the world participate in games and sports activities, from soccer fields to softball diamonds and kabaddi courts. Every day means daily. Millions, at least 10 lakh peoples taking part in games and sports in the whole world. In games and sports, a game involves more than one person, and sports involves only an individual's skills and performance. From soccer fields means a football pitch is the playing surface for the game associations football to softball diamonds. Softball is a game similar to baseball, and kabaddi courts is a contact team sport played between two teams of 7 players. It is called playing, means to introduce something into a particular situations. What sports activities are more than play? Sports activities means all forms of usually competitive physical activity which through casual or organized participation aim to use maximum or maintain improve physical activity and skills while providing entertainment to participants and some cases spectators is called sports activities. More than play means to do something to enjoy yourself, to have a fun. Participation in sports improves physical fitness. Participation means while taking part in different games and sports or involvement in the activities in sports improves sports physical games because you enjoy it improves makes something better physical fitness. The physical fitness is a state of health and well-being and ability to perform aspects of sports. Coordinations work together effectively. Self-discipline, the ability to control one's feeling and overcome one's weakness, and gives individual valuable opportunities to learn teamwork. Means gives means to let somebody have something valuable opportunity, high quality chance, learn to get knowledge. Teamwork, collective effort of a group to achieve a common goal. Games and sports can also result in injuries. A game is a physical or mental activity that has rules and that people do for pleasure. A sport is a contest in which people do certain physical activity according to rules and compete against each other is called games and sports. Result means the achievement in injuries, harm done to a persons. Some minor injuries means minor injuries, that injuries which are not critical or life threatening, for example strains, sprains, cuts, etc. Then some serious means an injury which is sustained by a person, an accident, and requires hospitalizations for more than 48 hours, and still others resulting in lifelong medical problems, still means continuing until now other lifelong medical problems. The term chronic is often applied when the course of the disease lasts more than 3 months or forever. Young athletes taking part in games and sports are in majority, and they are not merely small adults. Young athletes mean youth athletics in any sports event where competitors are younger than adult age. Taking part in games and sports mean join in an activity majority, the largest number, not merely means one thing is true. Small adults, something who act and feel immature. Their bones means belonging. There means belonging to them. Bones means protect the various organs of the body. Muscles to produce movement. Tendons, a strong thin part inside your body that joins a muscle to a bone, is called tendons. And ligaments means a strong band, a tissue in a person's body that holds the bones together, is called ligaments. Or still growing means continue until now developing, which makes them more susceptible, means harmed by a particular thing. To injury means harm done to a person's. Some youngsters may be physically less mature than their peer and try to perform at levels which they are not ready. Some youngsters means a person who's younger than you or especially a child. Physical less means relating to body maturity. Then there's means way in which peer, a person who is of the same age, perform to take part or not ready, means not unprepared for that competitions. Thus coaches, physical educators and parents should try to group youngsters according to skill level and size, not chronologically age. Thus means in this way, coaches, a person who trains people to compete in certain sports. Physical educators, sport and exercise that is taught in schools. Parents, a person's mother and father, should try to group youngsters, means a group of youth person forming a unit according to their skill, how well and players perform at a job according to level and sizes. According to skill levels means how well and players performance at a job. Size, how weak, not chronological age. Chronological age is the number of years a person has been alive, while biological age refers to how old a person seems, particularly during contact sports. Particularly means especially contact sports, sports in which the participants necessarily come into bodily contact with one another is called contact sports. If this is not practical, they should modify the sports to accommodate the needs of the children with varying skill levels. If this is not practical, mean not able to use easily, they should modify sports or those organized and coached sports team that your local schools put forth. The sports to accommodate means to give enough space The needs, the requirement of the children means needs of the children means kids must feel safe and sound with their basic survival needs met: shelter, food, medical care, clothing, and protections from harm. With varying skill levels means this scale serves as the guide to understanding the expected proficiency level of performers at each grade levels is called varying skill levels. Types of sports injuries means kinds of sports injuries refers to the kinds of injury that occur during sports. Injuries among sportspersons may be classified into two categories. The sports injuries is classified means arranged in classes. Categories, a group of things listed. The two categories of sports injuries are listed below, means the category of injuries are marked under acute injuries. Acute injuries means are usually the result of single traumatic event. Common example: wrist fracture and ankle sprains caused happening by a sudden trauma means a traumatic event is an incident that causes physical, emotional, spiritual, or psychological harm. Common acute injuries among young sports persons athletes include sprain, strain, con- contusions, and fracture is called acute injuries. Commons the happening usual among surrounded by acute injuries includes the young sports persons or athletes, someone who plays sports, especially one who plays it well. Athletes, a person who can run, jump extra. Include means consist of sprain. Is a stretching or tearing of ligaments. The tough bands of fibrous tissues is called sprain. Strain Strain is the injury to a tendon or muscle resulting from overuse is called strain. Contusions means a region of injured tissue or skin in which blood capillaries been ruptured is called contusions. Fractures, a break in a bone is called fracture, and all these things are called acute injuries. Second one is the overuse injuries. Overuse injuries, a term used to describe damage and pain caused by repetitive movement and overuse is called overuse injury. Overuse injuries are caused by a single means caused means happening single only one time. Sudden twist means pull violently, especially so as to remove from that to which it is attached. Fall or collisions. Fall means drop downs, fell down. Collisions means a crash when a things or peoples collide to each other. A series of small injuries to immature bodies can cause minor fractures. A series of small injuries means number of small injuries can be painful, what they do not threat in your life, mobility or long-term survival. Immature bodies not means not fully developed or grown, acting childish way. can cause minor fractures. Cause means happens. Minor fractures mean a tiny crack in bone caused by a repetitive stress or force is called minor fractures. Minimal muscle tears means induced injury in which muscle fibers tear. Progressive bone deformities means happening a bone deformity is a bone that is not the normal shape or size. It may be positioned incorrectly which cause poor alignment is called progressive bone deformities, known as overuse injuries. Means a term used to describe damage and pain caused by repetitive movement and overuse. Common overuse injuries occur in heels. Common means found in many places. Occur mean take place, happen in heels. Heels with tears in the tissues where tendons attached to the leg bone or heel bone. Heels with tears means the bound on the back part of your foot. Knees, the place where your leg bends in, is called knees. With tears in the tissues, the mass of cells that form the bodies of humans, animals, and plants is called tissues. Tears means broken into pieces. Where tendons means a strong thin part inside your body that joins a muscle to a bone. Attach means to connected. Leg bones, the one of the parts of the body on which a person or animal stands or walks, is called leg bone. Or heel bone means a large bone that forms the foundation of the rear part of the foot is called heel bone. Thanks and have a nice day.